Hello Cancer. Welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship. This could have been with someone in the past. Could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be a situationship. And for a small portion of you, this could be an individual that you've met. And you know that there's a whole lot of chemistry. There's a lot going on between the both of you, your energy, but no one's speaking up. Also, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. And I do have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. First card, the strongest, we have here embracing the shadow, followed by creativity. Then we have hearth and home, pleasure, boundaries, selfhood, mystery, illusion. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have compassion. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Cancer, the connection that I have with you used to be quite comfortable. But now things have changed, and everything has just turned awkward. There is a sense of awkwardness now, and the feelings are now very uncomfortable. You have seen that dark side of me, the shadow side that I never really wanted you to see, the part that I wanted to hide. The part that shows you what I'm capable of. I know that in this connection, I have been impulsive, compulsive, and aggressive. I have said things and done things that I'm not proud of. Only now I realize what I've done. Who I am, what I have become. And a part of me wants you to embrace who I am. I want you to know who I am and not judge me. And not be that person who wants to ignore me, but that person who wants to embrace me and all of me, including my faults and including my dark side. I want to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A web of love I would love to weave. And have you as a center of my world. I'd like to create something with you. In you I have found a confidant, a friend. Somebody who I can talk to, somebody who I can rely on. This part of me, it feels that you are my guiding light. You have this way of leading me on the right path, I feel. You also are the light that keeps me warm. You are everything to me now. And I want to lay my head down on your lap and talk to you about certain things. Make me feel comforted. I want to feel your hand on my head. My eyes, they long for you. It's been a while I haven't seen you. So much has happened between us. And when I feel comfort lying in your lap, I feel that everything just melts away. All the pain, all the lies, all the acting, the facade, my disguise. With you, I feel that I can be myself. I feel that I can be open and honest with you. Being vulnerable is something I don't mind. With you, I don't mind. And in this connection, I have experienced and felt a lot of pleasure. The pleasure that I feel, this is vast. This is spiritual pleasure. This is physical pleasure and even emotional pleasure. I thought I could escape things and I thought I could be someone different, but I can't. You're the one person that I can confide in and not fear that you're going to judge me. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. I feel at home with you. I also feel that it is important for me to maintain and to keep these boundaries. Because there are certain things that have happened, and the things that have happened, it was unexpected. These boundaries that have been put up, I feel that in this connection, there is a space, there is time, there's distance between us, and it's all because of this awkward feeling. It's all because of that feeling of being uncomfortable. But I've also started to keep my distance from you because who you once were, you are no longer. Now you are different and now you have changed. In my view, in my eyes, that is what I see you as. Somebody who has changed. Somebody who is different. What I notice and what I see is something very different, very unique. A long time ago, you were a mystery, and I had unraveled and unwrapped that mystery, and I figured it out. And energetically, I was with you. But this is a situation where now everything has reset. And I no longer recognize that mystery. Now, you are no longer the same. And therefore, approaching you is very difficult. I don't know how to continue. I don't know where to begin. There's problems in this connection between you and I. I see that you now are someone who is very confident, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. I see that this is who you are. This is what you are and this is what you do. And you are so far beyond my reach that I feel intimidated. I also feel that the things that I have said and done to you I have truly, truly changed you and the way you view people. I see you now as very guarded. Once bitten, twice as shy. Whatever I said and whatever I did, it has caused this. I also feel that now it's hard to reignite the flame that once burned bright. It no longer exists. It's no longer there. I find it difficult. And I also feel that in this connection, you and I, there is no doubt we have a spiritual connection. I know it. The spiritual connection that exists. This is a mystery. I question the universe. I question the heavens. Why is it that you're in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not long ago? And why not far into the future? Why have you come into my life? Are we meant to be together? Sometimes I think of you and I can literally smell your scent. I can feel your presence. And in my dreams, everything seems so real. When I look at you, when I think about you, when I'm with you, when I talk to you, there's a part of me that feels so familiar. There's this connection that you and I have where I feel so comfortable with you, and it's as if I've known you from before. I just feel very much at home with you. And I can talk to you and not fear judged. I feel as if you are someone that understands me, and you're the only one that understands me. Even if I've just met you, there's a special bond that we share. And this connection is long-lasting. But I hide these feelings. I hide these feelings and emotions. I don't want you to know the truth about my feelings deep down, how I feel. I don't want you to know about the things that I'm going through. I see in this connection, I hide behind a false mask, behind a veil. And I don't know how to come forward, how to be that person that moves forward. I hide because I feel shy, because I feel embarrassed, because I don't feel good enough. I also feel a sense of compassion. Compassion for the things that I have put you through, the sympathy, the empathy that I feel. Everything that I put you through. It could have been avoided, but that didn't happen. I know I have said things and done things in a way that are very rough, very mean, in fact. And because of this, I now feel, to some degree, sorry for you. Simply because I have compassion. Why would someone like you even want to be with someone like me? There's love, I understand. But I can't see the good in me anymore. But I know that you used to. And maybe you still do. See some sort of good in me. All right. Cancer. There's a lot of distance here. Awkwardness and this intense, insane feeling of a past life connection. You are either twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, maybe even more. And this is a very intense past life connection where if you can't be with this person, you don't want it to be halfway. You want it all the way. It's either all or nothing, right? That's what it is. And it's such an intense connection that if one of you can't be with the other, you'd rather just not see them at all. That's not because they don't like you, it's because it's how painful it is. So these two cards that literally encompass these two, boundaries and illusion, it does talk to me about how this individual really has put up some boundaries, but also why? Because they are shy, they're embarrassed, they don't know what to do. Right now, there's a whole lot of awkwardness. They do know what they've done is wrong. They see that they have turned you into somebody who's more guarded. Because now you've been there, you've done that, you've experienced that. And they do know if they come back into your life, you're going to be a bit more aware. You are now experienced. And therefore, that's what actually causes them to be intimidated by you. Let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. All right. So I look into this deck to see what happened in the past. So I go into the past and I have a look at what happened in this connection. Things were going great, but then something happened and everything just started to go downhill. It's not as sweet as it used to be. It's a very sour, bitter kind of connection now. Not good. We have the Queen of Coins and we have the Nine of Staffs. So this is for those of you that may not have gotten closure and you want a closure. The person may have ghosted you. They may have taken you for granted. So many things may have happened and now you wonder what happened in this connection. Where did I go wrong? And the truth is, Cancer, sometimes it's not you, okay? Sometimes it's them. So let's have a look. We have here the Queen of Coins and the Nine of Staffs. The Queen of Coins, and remember I'll be reading this in the reverse, this talks about not really wanting to create prosperity and not having harmony anymore, not feeling very fertile. Possible parenthood, but not wanting to be a parent. A lack of loyalty, a lack of warmth and affection, not really showing love. Here, the issue was, in the reverse, the need to ground oneself. This person needed to be more grounded. Why? Because there was an over-materialistic orientation to life. And there were disappointments in the home, which is why they were not exactly open and honest with you the way that they should have been. Here, it talks about the need to ground oneself, an over-materialistic orientation to life. So there's two things, and disappointments in the home. The over-materialistic orientation to life. So this person may have been very superficial or artificial in a way, and perhaps they would live beyond their means, or they would like to display things or show off in a way or boast about certain things. This could be an individual's personality. That's just the way that they are. But the problem is, despite all that, the main issue was that there was disappointments in the home. So it seems like materialistically they may have been very happy, very settled in a way, but emotionally everything was, it appears to be, unstable and almost a mess. There was disappointments in the home. Nine of Staffs, let's have a look at that. So this here talks about a lack of responsibility. It talks about feeling overwhelmed by work, the need for a break, and the denial of responsibilities. It also talks about on the upright the need for protection or separation from others who may not be fully supportive in order to finish a project or an initiative or some sort of an idea. So it does talk about a lack of help, a lack of time, energy, effort being put into another individual trying to help anybody, the denial of responsibilities, and the need for a break. With this one that we have, the denial of responsibilities, usually that's because either they are overwhelmed, because they are overwhelmed here, and when they're overwhelmed, that means that their energy is scattered. So they are unable, or they were, this is in the past, they were unable to give you the time, energy, and effort that you deserved. They did not give that to you. Why? Because their energy was scattered. It was not focused. The focus could have been and should have been on you, but it was not. All right. So we do have a situation here. We're talking about somebody who has disappointments in the home and they are over materialistic. The way they think is more like, this is the type of person that if you look good, they're happy, and the day you don't look good, they'll kind of be like, yeah, okay. It's unfortunately like that. This is the way they see things. And being with somebody in that type of a connection is very difficult, because when you get sick, you don't look your best. Nope. When a surgery goes wrong, you don't look your best. You don't feel your best either, do you? So you can't be, honestly, with somebody that is so materialistic. That's not going to work. That's just, that's just for somebody that's hooking up with someone, and then the next time they meet somebody else, and then the next they meet somebody else. Long term, you cannot be with somebody who is very materialistic. It won't feel right. You can be with somebody because maybe that's what you want. You want materialistic things. You want to be with somebody who earns a lot of money, maybe. However, still, there were disappointments in the home here. So we do have that as well. And somebody here is very overwhelmed with the work and the responsibilities that they have, to the point where they don't want any more responsibilities. They don't want to take any more responsibilities. What I'm seeing here is a situation this person was busy. And they didn't have a lot of time, energy, and effort that they could give to you, because something to do with their home, their lifestyle, and the overwhelming amount of things that they had to do in order to help others in their life, their family, their friends, whatever they were doing. It's just too overwhelming. And it's almost as if they were so busy, they were so scattered, that they could not actually dedicate any time, energy, and effort to you. And so because they were so overwhelmed, they could not be with you the way that you wanted them to. And now they feel that overwhelming connection with you. They feel that intense connection, and it pulls them like a magnet. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. All right. Not bad. We have here the Six of Swords. So in the past and currently, this person notices that there is a lack of understanding. So they want to understand a situation. However, 100% clarity is not coming to them. For that reason, they just want to move on, and they don't want to even deal with the situation anymore. They want to see how things go Maybe if they move away, not physically, but metaphorically from the situation, if they kind of keep their distance, or from the type of issue or belief issue that you may be having, if they push themselves away from it, maybe things will get better. That's what they're feeling. That's what they're hoping. But there's still a lot of movement, even after the Six of Swords. Very interesting. You have here the Eight of Cups, still talks about movement. So with these two cards, definitely your person of interest wants to move on from the situation the way that it is, because it's not turning out their way. It's not turning out the way that they thought or planned, and it's very disappointing for them. Because it's disappointing, they know that there's certain things they could have done, certain things they could have achieved, but they never did. Here, we also have the Seven of Wands. It talks about a whole lot of struggle, distrust, and upsetness, but your person of interest here is trying to get rid of some burdens, some responsibilities, maybe some tasks. Maybe they can hand it over to somebody else. Maybe they don't have to deal with it right now. Project, I'm getting the word project. Somebody here is working on something huge. And perhaps they may need to put it on the side, or maybe they can't. It's perhaps one of the priority projects. And then after that, we have here the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, it does talk about brilliance, logic, intellect, and it talks about how this person just wants to talk and cut to the heart of the matter and talk to you about the things that have been on their mind, things that have been bothering them. With this card, it does talk to me about how in this connection, there's this understanding that certain things are supposed to happen in a certain way. But the logical side, the practical and the critical thinking side, it doesn't work that way, the way we plan. And so here's an opportunity coming to maybe rethink about what this growth and this prosperity was supposed to look like. But to begin something in a very logical sort of way. And it is the beginning. It's an ace. We also have here the Ace of Pentacles. This is somebody who is going to reach out and eventually provide you this sort of offer. And it's a solid, tangible offer. This is not just an offer that is here one day and gone the next. This is something permanent, so that's really good. This particular offer that's coming through, it is, for example, let's move in together, or let's invest in such and such together. That's the sort of thing. It's huge because it is a pentacle, it is coin, right? So it's that financial aspect. So it's something really good. It does seem that there's a lot of promise here, but I also see that your person of interest is struggling and they really do want to move on from the heartache and the pain, the oddity, the weird, I'm getting the word weirdness, like it's just, maybe it's awkward. I think that's what it is. It's very awkward right now. And they just want to move on from whatever's going on here. All right, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this. Just going to do a quick prayer. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right. All right, we have here there's something better. So when I get this card, usually it means there's something better than the situation that you find yourself in right now, which means the situation will improve. Or it also means there is someone better. So this could be an actual individual, somebody brand new, who's coming into your life in the coming future, and you will feel and you will know instinctively that this is a better situation, this is a better person. So there's two groups here, where somebody is going to find someone, or the other part here is the situation that you find yourself in, that's going to improve. However, the only way this is going to actually work is if you let go. And what that means is to let go of the belief-related issues, let go of that heartache, let go of that pain. You don't stop loving somebody. You can't really turn that switch off, but you keep your distance from them and let them do their own thing. Let them take the lead. Whatever they want to do, let them move forward with that. Because the situation we have right now, what I'm seeing is if you don't let go, this person feels as if, I'm getting the word smothering. Not everybody's going to resonate with this, but they actually feel that even a little bit of attention that you give to them is a little too much. And that's also why you had that Six of Swords, and you also have the Eight of Cups, I think it was. So moving on, right? This person really does want you just to kind of give them their space. That's why the angels here are telling you that it's time for you to let go of them. Now, when you do that, this is a strategy. They will miss you. Once they miss you, they'll see your value. Once they see your value, then they'll see your worth. Once they see your worth, then they know that they can lose you. And because you're worth something, they do not want to lose you. So here, we also have don't stop. Don't stop giving and receiving love. Keep that positive energy flowing. We also have reconsider. So do reconsider what it is that you're going to say and do in this connection in regard to this person. But what I see here is get more information, the next card. So it is important for you to get more information regarding the situation, regarding the problem, regarding the communication related issue. Whatever type of issue you are facing, either you voluntarily go out and start searching for the answer for that, get more information, or that information will come to you naturally. And because of that information, that's where you have reconsider. You will be able to reconsider your actions or your words in accordance to and with whatever information you get in the coming future. We also have here trust. So it is important for you to still have that faith and that belief in the Supreme Being, who is God, the Almighty. We have that here. And we also have here, if you believe, then this will happen. So you will be able to manifest this in your life if you do truly believe in it. Here we have meditation brings answers. So here, this is the Christ consciousness, who is known as Jesus. You can meditate, you can pray to the light, the holy white light of God. Whenever you pray to a light, which is supposed to be actual, it's a being, that is God. And remember to always say the holy white light, not just the white light, okay? Now, the meditation could be minimum 21 minutes. That's what Angel Faculous told me. And that's my angel guide. You can read a bit about her on my website. So she said 21 minutes minimum is good enough for meditation. 2 to 3 minutes minimum at least is for a prayer. And you have to really mean it. But as soon as you do, you will be in the presence of the angels and you will be able to feel that energy. Some of you do, some of you don't. However, eventually you could see results. You will see results. And it will naturally come to you. Intuitively, you'll start to see things, feel things. And you'll realize that the answers that you're seeking will come to you. And that's how exactly you get that, get more information. Sometimes by meditating will bring you answers. So here's get more information as a question, and the answers are right there as well, bringing you answers. Cancer, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. Also, for those of you who are new, I have another channel called Asnointia Audio. And on that channel, I have videos regarding past life and spiritual connections. I also have relationship-related videos. And in addition to that, I have one video on negative energies. What and who are negative energies? Now, seeing that we had this card before, going back to that first deck, and that is your current status, right? So you are dealing with somebody here who is a spiritual connection individual. This could be a past life connection for a rare few of you. This might be a future life connection where you haven't actually been together, but it's not even in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime. I do those type of readings, and that's why I know about that. So if some of you are interested, and if some of you feel, and this is the way to recognize it, if you feel slightly obsessed or like really obsessed over this person day and night, you can't stop thinking about them, and it's the only one person in your entire life who you have felt like this for, it's a very, very intense like feeling. If you feel like you can't let go of them, then you know that, yeah, there's something going on there. And if that's the case, some of you might want closure. You may want to know more in order to find closure, in order to make sense of all of this. I do have the past life package, and that is on my website under the rates and packages section, I believe. And please do read through it, and I will be able to provide you with a reading. If you can't find the checkout in terms of if it's out of stock, that's what I meant to say. If it's out of stock, please do send me an email, and I will put you on the waiting list for a past life reading. It does take a while because there is a lot of demand for it. And it actually does take me a while to do it. So please be patient. If by chance you don't get a spot, just send me an email. I'll put you on the waiting list. This is something that I do for those of you that really want that sense of closure and that sense of understanding as to where's all this coming from. So I don't just look into this lifetime, but actually am able to see visions, and with the help of Angel Fakil and my higher intuitive self, when I see those visions and see things and hear things, I'm able to actually pinpoint what you have, where you were, when you were, all that sort of stuff. It's really cool. It's really nice to have that. And I have to admit, not all the time are the stories very happy. Sometimes it's a tragedy. Sometimes it's a beautiful love story. And sometimes it's just a story that seems very similar to what you have now. It's all related to either a soulmate, a karma. It's related to twin flames. It could be anything. So if some of you kind of want that sense of understanding, the real in-depth understanding, if it's not making sense to you, please have a look at that. And of course, like I mentioned, go on my other YouTube channel, Asnointia Audio. And the videos there are absolutely free. I do have one, and I would recommend these two for you. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections. That's one video. The other one is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. So have a look at those, because that's really related to some of the initial cards that you had here earlier. And it will start to make sense to you. That's all, folks. You all take care. Stay safe. Thank you so much for tuning in. And let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do like to read the comments. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.